Hello, friends. How are you? I hope you are well. There we go. Okay. I might kill my dog on live video. In my office, I have like a big set of patio doors. They're all glass, and then I have two huge windows. And so she's not usually in here with me, and she can see all of the squirrels and all of the chipmunks and all of the deer and all of the birds, and it's making her like frazzled in my lap because she wants to go and bark at all the windows and doors. But that's not conducive to me being live at all. So I'm going to hold her, and hopefully she doesn't go too crazy. Can you see her? Can you see her okay? Show them how cute you are, Lunas. Oh, sleepy time. Okay. Let's talk about AI. So Canva is having its big conference today, which I am a virtual attendee. I'm not obviously I'm not an in-person attendee, but that's okay. I'm seeing so many people even now. Caroline, thank you, just tagged me in someone's post being like, I'm looking for someone help me with ChatGPT. Like, I either need to figure out how to use it or be frustrated forever. We don't want that. I made an executive decision talking with my team today that we're changing the price of it, because I just think that yes, it is well worth over $9.97. This program, it could be a $2.97 program with ease, but I want it to be accessible to people, and it's not about making millions of dollars for me. It's about helping people. So it's going to be $2.97 for the rest of May. And then in June, it's going to go to $4.97. And we do have payment plans available. But I want to talk to you about how we used it this morning in the 10K formula. So as you know, I have my own GPT that I built. I've been building it for months. It's amazing. It's so intuitive. It gets me. It's fully in my brand voice and all of those amazing things. I use it every day. And so my client, Misty, came to our call and she was like, I have this program. It's an 8-week, like holistic program for women where we talk about spirituality and like physical wellness and mental wellness. And there's 8 topics that she talks about in her program, and it's an 8-week program. So last week I sent her away with homework and I was like, go through each of these 8 topics that you cover each week and like go through some of the like pain points and desires that the person that's coming and wants this thing, like what are the things that she is going to be dealing with. And so she came today and she was like, yep, here's a list. She sent me 7 pages of like, here's a handful of pain points and here's a handful of desires for each one of my modules. And I was like, this is perfection, like chef's kiss, because a launch nowadays with the algorithm and the way social media is, and it's just, I was talking to a client the other day and we were just talking about how like it's not even that the industry has changed, it's that there are so many more people in the industry than there used to be. Like over the last few years, every day someone decides that they want to be a new coach or a consultant or run their own business. And so it's not that the market is saturated or anything like that, but it is true that there are way more people on the scene than there used to be, which means your ideal client is getting inundated like constantly with other people's marketing and ads for things and commercials, and it's just a lot for the day-to-day consumer. And we now know, which we've been talking about for a few weeks now or a few months now, that the algorithm shows us stuff like later. So before, it was easy to have a 2-week launch and just like Bob's your uncle, there you were. But now Facebook maybe won't even show people for 2 to 4 weeks. So that's not great if you're trying to get people to buy your thing. And so like we need more touch points. We need a longer launch pad. And I know launching doesn't feel good for everybody, but like we're selling our shit, okay? I think it was Prior shared a statistic recently, or maybe it was Cheryl, one of them, shared a statistic recently earlier this year. And they were saying how, like, nowadays, the market, your audience needs up to 72 touch points before they're warm enough to buy from you. or as many as 8 hours of consumption. Okay, well, if your ideal audience is only seeing your posts, like one post a day, if it's a longer winded post, that might take them like 10 minutes to read. How many posts is it going to take for them to get up to 8 hours? Like, it's not an overnight thing. It is not a 1 week thing. It is a long-term thing. And so I said to Misty, I was like, if you want to really fill out your program, like, you should give yourself a longer launch window. And I said, if you have 8 modules, it would behoove you to do an 8-week launch where like people can join and they can get in now, but like for the next 8 weeks, this is the thing that you are selling every single day. There is no confusion. This is the thing. And so because she did the work, she's a good girl. ChatGPT cannot do the work for you. You still have to do the work. She had enough points of like, this is your current reality and this is where you want to go for each of her 8 modules that I said, focus 1 week for each module. Okay, so all of your content for the week is on that module, and every day you're focusing on a different one of your like current realities / pain points, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll call it a pain point for simplicity's sake. So every day you're going to focus all of your content on one pain point. And then I said, let's go to my GPT and I'm going to show you how you're going to do this easily. So again, she's already done the work, but I just copied and pasted one of her pain points and I said, ChatGPT, this is the one that I built. I said, this is what I need for a day of social media content. I would like an engagement post. I would like a one-liner that is captivating. I would like a short piece of content. I would like a long-form piece of content. And I would like a piece of copy that tells a story, including pain points, desires, thoughts, feelings, and actions with a clear call to action telling the person reading to sign up for Misty's 8-week course. And in 20 seconds, it spit out everything that I had asked for. So she already did the work, but now she has just saved herself so much time going, okay, well, what's my engagement question about this pain point going to be? Okay, ChatGPT did it for her. And it was quite compelling what it was saying to her. So I'll share with you. I'll share with you the pain point I grabbed. So if someone could get inside your head, they would be overwhelmed by the harshness and negativity that they would want to run away crying. That is one of the pain points that she shared. And so I grabbed it and I was like, hey, I need an engagement question. Like I said, short form, one-liner, compelling long form, a piece of copy. Here are the information. And it gave me engagement questions. Have you ever felt like your own thoughts are your biggest critic? That's a great engagement question for her that she can have a communication and foster that community with her audience that makes sense with respect to what she's selling. The one-liner, so good. Your mind can be a battlefield, but it can also be your greatest ally. Now, keep in mind that this is trained for me, not for her. So I gave it one sentence out of a 7-page document that she shared with me, and I asked it to do what I would want it to do. If I had trained it on her program and all of the things that she's teaching in her program, all the 8 weeks, all of her pillars, like all of the pain points, all of the desired results, the end game for the program, and I had it trained to be in her brand, in her voice, in her tone, using her structure, it would have done an insane job. But it wasn't. It was trained for me and how I use it and for my ideal client. And so that's not something that I talk about in my content, like your mind being a battlefield. But that's one of the things that she talks about. So it would have been better if it was trained for her, but because it was trained for me, it did its best, and it still did a really fucking good job. Good enough that I sent her the link to that chat, that thread, because you can share it, which is so handy. And I was like, here's a good jumping board for you. But again, she sat down, she did the work, okay? Your AI is not going to be able to do the work for you of like, what's the end goal of my program or what do I do with people? But if you can teach it properly, it can in 20 seconds give you all of your content for the day. It gave 5 pieces or 6 pieces of content for her for every single day for an 8-week launch. It's going to be so fucking successful for her because she's giving herself the time. She's using something instead of sitting there and wasting hours a day. Right now, they're saying that statistically, if you use AI for your job, you can save yourself 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. And for people that work with me that are coming to me and going, marketing and content is stressful for me, okay, you are still going to have to think for yourself, of course, and figure out what you do that makes you so amazing and so unique and why people should hire you and what your offer looks like. Absolutely. And if you're confused about that stuff, join the 10K formula. There's tons of modules about that stuff. But if you've done the work and you have a GPT that can just be faster for you, it's already your brain because you trained it. It's just faster for you and it's on a screen for you. 20 seconds, I'm only going to get one engagement question written down, maybe. Okay. But if it's going to do it all for me, I wish I could screen share with you to show you what it looks like. I can't. But anyway, it makes your life so much easier. And so July 1st starts AI Mastery, which is a 90-day, it's kind of like a challenge course. It is all done with you, being me. And every week I'm going to teach you new things about AI that are going to fast track your day-to-day in your business so you spend more time on the things that actually make you money and the things that you enjoy and the things that are fun for you, and less time trying to figure out, well, how do I come up with an engagement question for this, or how do I come up with like a piece of content for this, or how do I tell a story about this? My team just messaged me and said the checkout page is live. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to put it in the comments. Again, I decided, I know I said at the beginning of this week that it was going to be $9.97. And I do still 100% believe that $9.97 is more than worth it. I think $2.97 is more than worth it. But I want this to be accessible to people. And the more I talked with my team about it, I was just like, and they were like, no, this is a no-brainer. I even workshopped it there's 30 women in the membership right now. I workshopped it with them and they were like, no, we would pay $9.97. You don't even have to keep talking about this because we are in. And I just decided today, I like $2.97. $2.97 feels a lot better in my heart, even though, like I said, I did feel so aligned with $9.97. And you might think I'm crazy for changing the price. That's fine. I want it to be accessible. And the thing that I'm seeing so much is people are hesitant to invest. They're afraid to invest, but they want to propel their businesses forward. So every week I'm going to give you new things. I'm going to train you on new things. And I'm going to take time every single week to help you build your GPT, understand ChatGPT, understand Canva, how to create your own brand, how to build your GPT. We're going to talk about like repurposing podcasts in Opus. I really like Opus. There's all kinds of artificial intelligence that I use every day in my business. I would love to share that with you and make your life and business so much easier. So all of that to say, it is $2.97 for the rest of May only. And there is a payment plan of $111 a month for the 3 months. Come June, it's $4.97. And I think the payment plan is like $177 a month. So if you want to join, I would highly recommend you join at $2.97. Okay. If you want to invite your friends, absolutely do that. And it's live. It's on Zoom. There's going to be a pop-up Facebook group. It is like a challenge. So we'll do all of July, all of August, and September so that come the fall, like I get it. I love fucking taking the summers off or like scaling way back on what I'm doing and how I'm showing up because I want to swim in my pool. I want to go to the beach. I want to hang out with my kids. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do and not be tied to my desk or my phone. And everybody feels that way. But come the fall, we're excited, we're amped up, we're ready to roll. So, like, let's spend the summer together, having a little summer party and building out your AI so that when the fall comes and you're ready to like pedal to the metal, like hit the gas, let's fucking go, all of this shit's already built. It's ready to go. It is ready to help you. And you can just put it on cruise control because you've already done all of the work. That feels so fucking nice to me. Okay, so I just put the link in the comments. Go enroll right now. I don't care how you do it. The Facebook group will not be open until the end of June. So don't email me asking me how to get into the group. We won't be opening the group until later. But July 1st, we are starting to go. So if you have questions about AI and like all of these fun things, please let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Jenny commented yesterday and was like, is the way to build your own GPT just feeding it content? And like the most annoying answer for me to tell you is no. But also yes. It's no and yes. You can't just feed content into GPT and have it be built to your standards and what you want, because it's way more intuitive and it's way more nuanced than that. There's a whole process of training your GPT. So like, yes, we're going to use your content to build it and train it, but no, just copying and pasting your content is not how you're going to build it. So I'm going to help you. It's going to be amazing. You are going to thank me. You're already welcome. Enroll right now. Like I said, it's only $297 for the next week and a half. Next Friday, the price goes up. You get 1 week. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Okay, anyway. Okay. Have an amazing rest of your day. Wouldn't it be so nice if you had a full launch already ready to go? Oh my God, yes, it would be. I can't wait for Misty's launch. Like, she's going to fucking kill it. Like, I can't wait. All of the pressure is now off of her. All of the I don't know what I'm doing is now off of her. All of the I don't know what I'm saying is now off of her because she did what I told her to do. She did the work. And now I'm telling her how to use that work to pay her back, and then using a tool to make it even easier for her. Me, plus knowing your GPT, that's the secret. That's the golden ticket. Okay, that's it. I love you. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all inside AI Mastery. Yes?